Let us first understand this particular problem. This is term work or lab problem number 10. So what is it asking us? It's asking us to write a program to input the marks of four subjects. Let us say we name the subjects as M1, M2, M3 and M4. It is asking us to calculate the total percentage and output the result as either first class, second class, pass class or fail using the switch case statement. Now here it's given. If you are between 60 to 100%, you're first class, 50 to 59%, you are second class, and between 40 to 49, you are pass class, and less than 40, you are fail. So, as usual, to save a little time in not doing the explanation of the not so important stuff, which is the normal typing stuff, I've already typed in the header files. I have declared four variables M1, M2, M3, M4 total, and I'll tell you why we're using this choice. This choice is going to be used in the switch case statement. So percent variable is used to store the floating point data. So I'm asking the user enter the four subject marks. The user is going to enter the values into M1, M2, M3 and M4. Then what is going to happen is I need to calculate the total for the four subjects. So once I calculate the total for the four subjects, I add them up and I calculate the percent using total upon 400.0 into 100. The reason I have made 400 as 400.0 is total is an integer. If you make this as integer, the division will be an integer and the fractional amount will be lost. Although it may not be too much, but the fractional part is going to be lost. By making this denominator 400, total is automatically implicitly converted to a floating point or real number, and then the multiplication with 100 is done because percent is a floating or a real type of data. So then I'm displaying the percentage. Once I display the percentage, now comes the important part. In order to use this in a switch case, I need to use a variable called as choice, which will end up taking only integer values. So how do I do it? I typecast the percentage into int first. Okay, let's see why I'm doing this typecast into percentage of int first. So here what it is, I can just say for switch case, sorry, switch case. Okay, why am I doing it? Let me tell you. Suppose the percentage is 65. 65, not a problem. 65 upon 10 becomes 6.5. But since this is becoming an integer and this also is an integer, the result is going to be an integer. It's going to give us the value as 6. Okay, so this value, you're going to understand a lot more about this choice once I end up trying to show you the switch case. So let me just write cout result is. So we're not going to do much here, just going to say result is, and then we're going to get into the switch case. So let's see, I'll just show you how I'm doing this switch case. This is where the important part really lies. Okay, so I'm saying switch, sorry, I'm saying switch choice. All right, now what happens when I switch choice? What I'm going to do is I can have case 10, I'm not doing anything. Case 9, I'm not doing anything. Case 8, I'm not doing anything. Case 7, I'm not doing anything. Case 6, here I'm doing something. For case 6, what I'm doing is I'm printing cout and I'm saying first class. Okay, I'm saying first class and I'm pressing the enter key. And it's important to put the break. So this I'll show you once you enter a few values. We'll try to run it and things will make sense for you. Case 5, what am I going to do? I'm going to say cout second class. Okay, and again going to do a break. So a lot of this will be clear once I provide you a little bit of explanation, which I've already done in theory, but I'll redo it here because this is a slightly different problem which needs a little bit of explanation more than normal. This is pass class if you have got 40, all right, and Okay, since I missed the bracket, everything was in red. So now you should see it in correct color. And then case 3. Okay, this is enough. Every other case, I should just say default, otherwise he ends up failing. So here it's important I put the break, because if I forget to put the break along with pass class, it will also show that person as failed. So here what I am doing here is I am putting cout fails. All right. So this is what you can really see. And now I'm going to do, okay, I already done get ch and all. So already the first class, second class is printed. So let me go ahead with the explanation once okay, I'm done with the typing, so I can proceed to explain. So just take a look here. Let us say the total was 100 out of, he got 400 out of 400. So percent is 100. Now the reason I'm using this choice is percent is 100. 100 upon 10 is what? The choice 100 upon 10 is 10. So what is going to happen? Case 10 gets matched. But between 60% and 100% I'm printing first class. So for 10, 9, 8 values and 7 and 6 values of choice, I am simply going to print first class. Now let's say he gets 55%. Okay, his total is percentage is 55. When percentage is 55, choice is 55 divided by 10, 5.5. But what am I doing? I am ignoring anything after the decimal place because choice is an integer variable. I have made percent as percentage as 55, 55 upon 10. This is integer, this is integer. So now it's going to be just 5. Since choice is 5, it will come out 55 will show up as case 5 because the value of choice is 5. It will show up as second class. Suppose that person has just got 20% marks. 20 upon 10, what is going to happen? It's going to be 2. Choice is 2. 2 doesn't match any of these labels. It will come to default and it will say fails. Instead of explaining endlessly, let me try running it. Okay, great. It runs up. So what we'll do is this time we'll enter first class marks and let's see what happens. 70 and 60. This looks like a first class. So it should show first class. So percentage is 75. Result is first class. Now what we'll do is we'll test it for every values because that's only how you're going to get it. So let's run it for some other values. Let's say in this case the student really fails. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here it should show fails. So here it is, percentage is 27.5, result is fail. Now what I can do is let me try entering for second class marks. So what I'll do is I'll press 50, 55, 60 and 55. Obviously this is going to be a second class marks. So the result is second class. Now if you want to just show somebody who has passed, you can play around, put the value between 40 to 50 and you should get it. So this way, run through the program, understand everything. A lot of part is simple. You need to really know why you're doing this choice because switch case requires all these labels to be integers, this 10, 9, 8. So you cannot have fractional values. So you're converting this percent into an integer value, dividing it by 10 and automatically getting a range of value between 0 to 10. So based on the value of 0 to 10, you're printing first class, second class, pass class, fails and so on. And this is your end of your program. So I would strongly advise you type this program but make an effort to understand this particular choice why we have done it like that.